Are you wasting your money on old marketing strategies that no longer work? I remember when I started selling Medicare Advantage and Medicare supplements, putting a flyer in the newspaper was the way to go. And if you dropped generic mail, you would get an 8% response. Those days are over. Hey babe, what you doing?
I was just sitting here reading the paper. Oh, who am I kidding? Nobody reads those things anymore. So guys, what we're here to talk to you today about is being creative, thinking outside the box, coming up with new ideas. Fun little ideas. Anyways, out with the old, in with the new. We've got to be creative now that the rules have changed. One of the things that I'm going to talk about is GTL. Some of the things that Kim's going to talk about is thinking outside the box and being creative. She's obviously the best one at that. As we all know, the more policies you have in a home with a client, the longer they stay on the books. So what a better way to do that than GTL. GTL, everyone thinks that, oh, they've got to have money or these people are too broke for it. To be honest, the ones that buy GTL are the ones that don't have the money. They don't have the money to spend over $2,000 when they go in the hospital. They don't have the money to pay for the emergency room. They're the ones that need the help the most. They're the ones that will take that policy out. And what happens when you have both their GTL and their MAPD? They stay with you for life. So also, you're increasing your pay. If you go in and you do a new ISEP, then you're getting paid $600 for your MA. Then you're getting paid anywhere up to about $300 to $400 for a GTL. So you're making that sale go from $600 to $1,000. You do a husband and wife, that's almost $2,000 you just made on that one sale, just from adding a GTL to it. Always go through that. But right now, you can get into the home, go back and see all those clients, the ones you didn't have time for, the ones that you were bogged down with this crazy AEP. Well, now go back, see those clients again. Go sit down with them. Talk about the GTL. If they don't want it, that's fine. At least you're trying. Also, that builds referrals. You might be in that house talking about GTL or maybe even a life policy. And they say, well, hey, by the way, while you're here, my cousin or my brother or so-and-so is getting on Medicare next month. Can you go see them? Sure can. So being back in the home, being back in front of these clients, it makes them remember you and it keeps them with you. Okay, guys, the best way to get your phone ringing again is doing the ringless voicemail. When you do that for the GTLs, you can call us. Kim's going to hit on a few different pointers to where it's unique, creative, that will help you with your ringless voicemail. Your ringless voicemail will get your phone ringing. It's a very quick 15, 20 seconds. You're getting it out to all your clients and get them to call you. So you know that they're interested. You know that they want something if they're calling you, okay? So if you need anything, if you need us to go over that with you, to come up with a customized ringless voicemail, you can call me or Kim. You know, Kim is a guru of coming up with new creative ideas. So call us, we can help you out. We can help get those phones ringing and get you back in those houses to where you can make more sales year round.
Hey guys, Kim here. Hope you guys are having a great rest of the year. There are a few things that I wanted to talk about and hit on. Phillip did talk about Guarantee Trust Life. He also talked about ringless voicemails. Those are great ideas. I feel like that is super important for you guys to get back out there. But I also wanted to talk about when agents are networking themselves properly, or if they are at a food bank, a veterans fair, the thrift store, whatever it is, pharmacies, you can't just sit there and wait for someone to come talk to you. You need to be friendly. You need to talk to people. I have seen agents in the same location. One will not do anything and the other one will be highly successful. The reason for that is the way they behave. They're inviting. They're doing laminate on people's Medicare cards. They have giveaways. Just little things like this I can help you guys find. This little measuring tape, can you hold it up to the screen? This little measuring tape here was very inexpensive. I can help you find these very inexpensive. On the tables, it can say, is your Medicare Advantage plan measuring up? It's a small measuring tape. It's a super creative idea. We have little things like this, small little Stanleys. It was an accident. I actually thought these were bigger, but they're the tiny little shot ones. So your table could say something like, give me a shot, you know, and have these sitting there. Draw your crowd in. Make them want to come sit at your table. Make them want to talk to you. That's how you network yourself. It doesn't matter where you're at. You can always have a creative way to have people sit with you.
Eye contact, smiling, not looking down at your computer, not looking down at your iPad or looking down at your phone. Waving, speaking, making eye contact is huge. Okay, guys, right here we've got a pop-up banner. We can help customize things like this for you. Here's one that we did for Carlos. He's a U.S. Air Force retired. He came up with he's doing all these at all the veteran events. We've also got, we can do these little banners. This is one that's going to be at a flea market. We've got the small ones, or you can do the large ones just to hang up behind you, just eye catchers. You just want people to be able to see and get your information in bright, colorful, good looking colors. And remember, we're here to help you to get these things done, to get these pop-up banners, to get any kind of customized stuff like that. Call me or Kim, we can help you out. Also, if you stick around for a few more minutes, we have some of our top 3 agents who are going to help go over some tips and some things that help them be successful.
Hey guys, it's Travis Williams. I was asked to maybe do just a little quick video on just some tips, maybe some strategies that I use to try to be successful. So a couple of real quick things I do. Number one, you always want to be there for your customer. If the customer calls, answer the dang phone. Do what they ask you to do. 3-way them with customer service if you have to, with the company they're with. Do whatever you have to do, because a happy customer will always come back. They'll always send you people. I've learned that way back. I do marketing. I do a turning 65 mil piece. It's not just an average 65 mil piece. I don't do a generic one. Mine's more personalized. And I'm not mailing out 7 months before they turn 65 like we did back in the old days. I've shortened that up. Right now it's the middle out 2 weeks ago. This is April the 16th. 2 weeks ago I was mailing out May, turning 65. People are just waiting around at the last minute. I kind of play with it to see what kind of return I'm getting, to kind of know what I do, how I need to do it. Also, you need to keep the hopper full. What I mean by that is always, you got people turning 65, helping them get their Medicare. You're just waiting on it to come through. You run into people that qualify for Medicaid. Ask them. Don't be afraid to ask them. You own Medicaid? You have Medicaid, or are you eligible? Not if you have it, but are you eligible for Medicaid? How much do you make? What's your income level? What about LIS? That creates an election for them. Have you moved recently? Any of those SEPs that you come across that would give them an election to enroll in the plan. You just want to help your customer. If you're using a pharmacy, your personal hometown pharmacy, go to that pharmacist, talk to them if you're not already doing it. Tell them what you can bring to the table for them, that kind of thing. I got to make this a little bit shorter because I've been making 2 or 3 of them and it's been cutting me off, saying it's too long. I can't send it. So just trying to do a couple of real quick things. I do that. Very important, always keeping your hopper full. I do a ringless voicemail. We do that. Kim has done that. That works really, really well. You reach out to a lot of customers really easily. I also do a birthday card. Send birthday cards out to everybody. Put some of my business cards in there with it. Say, do you know anybody that I can help? Send them to me. I'll be glad to help them like I helped you. You help people, they'll want to help you. Very simple. I hope this has helped some folks, and I hope this video isn't too long. And I hope you guys have a blessed day and just keep on trucking. And we're in lock-in. We got to be creative. Back years ago, lock-in was the same way. We were doing the same kind of stuff, 10, 12 years ago, back when we had lock-in, where we had to be more creative. It's all about being creative. The one thing I've learned doing this for 38 years is that everything changes. That's what stays the same. So you got to be willing to change. You got to be willing to roll. In this days of modern technology, everybody wants something done real fast and quick. But I'm here to tell you, if you're there for your customer and you answer the phone for them and you do things and you go above and beyond what nobody else will do, then modern technology can't outrun you. Okay? So because you are the agent. So I hope you have a good day. Thank you very much.
Hello everybody, my name's Rick Lender and I have a small agency down around Kim and Phillip, and they asked me to do a little favor and make a little presentation on some things my office does that makes life and sales a little bit better. So what we're going to work on today is the Blue Cross and Blue Shield program for $29.50. We've moved more into the rural areas where this plan's become available, not here in Mobile or Baldwin County. And we understand the major objection has been everybody's premium has been zero, and now Blue Cross is $29.50. But let's look at the math into everybody's zeros plans. And we're only going to look at one thing, and it should help you close more Blue Cross $29.50 premium plans than you ever have before, I hope. But let's look at simple math. Aetna has a deductible of $590. Divided by 12 months is $49.16 a month. Blue Cross's zero premium plan has a deductible of $440. Divided by 12 is $36 and some change a month. Devoted, same $590. Humana, same $590. United Healthcare, $340 to $440. Well, $340 is $28, $440 is $36. And then you've got Viva Health with a $300 deductible divided by 12 is $25. So if the government tells all these insurance companies they all got to pay the same claims and they all got to do something, why would you not spend $29.50 on the Blue Cross program, have no drug deductible, have no major medical deductible? If your clients are taking anything above a level 2, 3, 4, or 5, it's going to trigger these deductibles in some of these programs. So $29.50 or $590. You're going to pay $30 someplace, either all up front at the pharmacy in January or $29 a month throughout the year. With Blue Cross and Blue Shield, we don't have any contract problems. We don't have any negotiation problems. We don't have any hospitals not taking them. They're widely accepted and we have no issues. And once we explain to them, you're going to pay $30. It's just where are you going to pay the $30 and where do you get the best bang out of your buck? So if you have any questions, reach out to Kim. She knows how to get in touch with me. Good luck and happy selling.
Hello, I'm Michelle Hilton, an independent insurance agent specializing in Medicare plans right here in the Gulf Coast region. And one of the things we're talking about today is how to get networking. And for myself, we started in 2020 moving here from California, not knowing anyone, right in the middle of COVID when folks were working from home. And I had to learn how to establish myself here, how to navigate, who to talk to learn basically the region. And so what I did was, the first thing I did was contact one of the carriers, and they were so gracious to give me a list of some of the field marketing organizations. And I was able to contact one. It was a good fit. And so one of the gentlemen there just told me, he actually went with me to introduce me to one of the senior centers and then said, here, get a list of all the senior centers and just go talk to all the activities directors, which is what I did. As I went to those activity directors, I began to talk about, can I do a Medicare 101 for your group? And they were all, wanting and very eager to have you come and do an event there because they were all looking for somebody to fill their calendars. So that was great for me. I started with the Medicare 101s, and as I went to those events, I would be invited to go to other events. I'd be invited to be a vendor at, some other event that was coming up. And so when I'm at the events, I would pass out my cards. When I'm passing out my cards, they're giving me their cards, and we're learning each other and introducing ourselves to each other. And pretty soon I was getting invitations by email. Can you be at this event? Can you be at that event? So I started networking that way. None of these events cost a lot of money. It was just basically showing up with your table and your cards and your giveaways and being friendly and telling people what you do. So that's what I did to start with. I want to say building trust through education was super, super important because people want to know that you know what you're talking about, that you're experienced, that you that you care about the community. So that's one of my things. I did work in the city libraries, doing events that way. Of course, the senior centers, local restaurants, and then I also would get involved in the community by joining organizations. Some of the organizations I joined were the Optimist Club. There was the Chamber of Commerce, a couple of different chambers of commerce that I got involved with, and I showed up at these events, and I also volunteered for the food pantries through the Feeding the Gulf Coast, which is a great organization, and they're always looking for folks to volunteer for them. And so I'd go to the churches and reach out to them and talk to the activity directors for the seniors and be a part of their events. I also became a member of the National Association of Benefits and Insurance Professionals, also known as NABIP. And as one of their members, I soon became the president of the Gulf Coast chapter. That also opened other doors. So now I begin to learn about government, and I begin to learn about local government and about federal government and how I could help our local agents and our constituents as well to get things done for them at the federal and local levels. Partnering with our health and wellness doctors and organizations like Home Health, folks like VIP Care, Sage Health, Oak Street Health, just partnering and being with them, being agent of the day, just carrying my cards around everywhere I went. I carried a business card. I'm always sharing with people what I do. I'm always letting them know that I'm here for them. Even if you're not my client, I will help you. People love to know that you'll help them, even if you're not making money on the deal. So just be genuine, smile, show that you care, and you'll do very well in this business.
Thanks for watching, you guys. We will see you soon with more tips. And if you have any, feel free to send them to me.
Thank you. Have a great day, guys.